Hello and welcome. This is CT5, and today we're gonna have the Cardhuntria's boxing tournament finals between Black Void Death and Rinko 69. So yeah, this is a fun event, and what's gonna happen is that they'll be playing a best of something probably. I assume they're not gonna do a best of one, and it's gonna take place on this special map. It's a very small map. There are two victory squares, and the special thing with this map, it is 1 versus 1. So yeah, each player will have one character, very small space, and they'll be duking it out. The map it's like just like a 4x4 grid. It's really small. Every single square is difficult terrain. Every single square is difficult terrain. So yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. And while you'd think, very small space is awesome for warriors, I don't know. We'll see what these guys are up to. I did play earlier in this tournament. I participated and I lost to Rinko 69. And this is fun games. This is surprisingly tense, surprisingly interesting. It should be a treat to watch. What do I think that participants would opt for? Well, I can talk briefly about Rinko 69, given that I played against him. We played a best of 3. So high jut, high math. First round, we had a dwarf wizard mirror match. Hey Dole, welcome and thanks for the host. We had a dwarf wizard mirror match. And remember what I said about all the every square being difficult terrain? Well, that makes telekinesis very, very powerful. You can easily keep the enemy, if it's against an enemy warrior, you basically win. You can just keep the enemy warrior at bay forever with telekinesis. And then you can just win on victory squares, or, meanwhile, also pressure with punishing bolts, maybe some terrain like stone spikes or something. So yeah, math, it is Rinko 69 against Black Void Death. So that I'm almost certain that I imagine both these players would use. They will probably have a dwarf wizard somewhere in there. Now, good point. The Castle Mitternacht just came out, and I don't know if that would change anything. Should be pretty interesting. So in my match against Rinko, I went against. He had two slightly different wizards, but both of them had a very high telekinesis focus. The only banned card that I know of is Flash Flood. That is the only banned card that I know of in this tournament. Now, I did see a Dwarf Warrior. I think it was a Dwarf Warrior. It's probably a Dwarf Warrior from Rinko as well. This one was very stab focused. I think I saw a double-edged sword, so impaling stabs. Shifty stab, also very good against warriors. Right, especially if you're thinking, oh, just, melee, smash, 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 etc. The shifty stabs keep you at 2 range, lets you poke. You could even stand on the victory square and poke. It was really nice, really good stuff. I managed to sneak that one in probably through a parry fail or some. I got lucky somewhere along the way. I remember that. Oh, Force Field, also really good. Yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of ways to build the warriors in this one too, right? Because there's a lot to worry about. You have to worry about parry. You might have to worry about cushioning armor, right? That's certainly a thing. And then don't forget about Force Field. You can have 3 Force Fields from Shielding Warp Boots and Bubble Helmet, and that's a huge problem as well. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting ways. A lot of interesting ways to build the warriors. I experimented with Riptide because I figured, oh hey, there's some tech there from Unnerving Strike, and Unnerving Strike, Sundering Strike. The Impetuous Slash is a fun trait. It'd just be like bonus surprise damage, and Pressing Bash was awkward because of positioning and stuff. But yeah, they are starting. Excellent. Now, I tried with Rinko after our match a bit. He also had a Dwarf Priest built. I ran one of my Dwarf Priests against one of his wizards, and that was a complete blowout. Just no chance. No chance. Like it's quite possible that Dwarf Wizards might be the strongest thing on this map. Just because of telekinesis. Here we go! Good luck, have fun! Woohoo! Oh, we can have Twitch chat up. Perfect. So as you see, very small map, 4x4. The victory squares are colored differently just for fun. Okay, so first we have a Dwarf Priest from Rinko against a Dwarf Warrior from Black Void Death. Rinko makes the first move, hops onto the victory square. Black Void Death using the Shifty set. That looked like Mad Centaur Spear, which is a nice choice. Stabbing Spear runs into Polearm Slash. Oh, and interesting, Black Void Death takes... just moves back and takes the victory square. Just to keep things even. Did not want to use the Polearm Slash. Actually makes sense, the Polearm Slash will be reasonable against any potential drains from the Priest. Roots could be good. It definitely can be, but then it's interesting, right? Because like people hop on the victory squares, then what does Roots do? It's really interesting. Okay, so a ton of trades from oh, Nimble Strike going in. Hello, Skull Destroyer. So I'm not playing. I'm just commentating. Again, the Evil terrain, Nimble Strike, very handy. Blind Rage, also handy. Ooh, big heal from Rinko. Black Void Death walks away. This lets him poke with the Polearm Slash while denying potential more drain shenanigans. This could be a slugfest. This could take a while. This could be a very tough match. See a reaching swing, good damage. Healing Beacon, a lot of heals. Another reaching swing. Can Rinko keep up? Okay, Black Void Death should pass here, so he has the Polearm Slash armor against potential drains. And maybe after one attack, then, oh, big damage. Armor did trigger. He passes again. Now, if Rinko can keep getting more of those invigorating touches, he is very much in the room. He has the healing beacon to keep him up, and he's denied the spot from he's denied easy healing beacon access. But oh my god, that's a huge damage attack. Frenzy Aura, Battle Rage, and Blind Rage. But can Rinko recover? Ooh, block fails! Frenzy Aura gets popped as well. The armor from Battle Rage does help a little bit. The absorbing block should be really annoying. Use the Silence Sphere to try and fish out the block, but a fail. And again, the healing will heal. If Rinko can keep this up, he might be an advantage from all this extra healing. I do not know if it's a best of one or not. I imagine not. Something tells me they don't want a best of one. Ooh, Prowl. He didn't have priority anyway, just use Prowl setup for next turn. Make those drains hurt even more. Oh, but Nimble Strikes on to the Victory Square healing beacon wore off. But, wow. Nice, good damage on block ball, 8 damage Nimble Strike. Blocks fished out, one last attack. This could be it for Black Void Death. And Black Void Death just says this is going to be a best of 3. Does BBD have it? BBD has the kill, and he takes round 1. Previous matches math depended on what the players agreed to and wanted. I think most people opted for best 2 of 3, but I think Black Void Death played a best of 5 against Pondawan. Cool. So Black Void Death able to have just enough damage. The Battle Rage helped a lot. It was extra damage and made the drains extra sad. It looked like Rinko maybe a little too many zapping spares. Didn't quite do enough. And perhaps he didn't have, perhaps Rinko got unlucky. He didn't, I assumed he would have gotten, like, he would have wanted to have Blind Rage somewhere, but he didn't get that either. I don't know. Wonder how big an advantage or disadvantage going first is. I don't know either. I mean, whoever goes first can kind of probably would depend on the build. It would also, I think, sort of set the pace, right? If one person goes forward, yeah, it'll probably depend on the matchup too. But if one person goes forward, the person who goes first goes forward, does not take the victory square. Player 2 can hop on the victory square and get one easy point from that if they want, or they could go in and try and fight. Hard to say. You know, the difficult terrain ever makes movement somewhat interesting, somewhat awkward. Like, do I move up? Do I wait? What do I do? What do I do? That kind of thing. On the plus side, it's still surprisingly interesting, given that it's only one character. It's pretty cool, and games are fast, very, very tense, and very tense. Okay, so there's a 3-minute period where players can change characters, think about their options, stay refreshed and hydrated. If you're like me, you could eat some food. I'll just have a small bit of rice. Bad timing, because the match just started. Dwarf Warrior action time. Oh my. Oh my. And here, Rinko passes. He takes it. And onto the victory square as well. And that looks like it's going to be it. Not much action. Oh, that Shimmering Aura, very useless. Tough and Hydrip, same. We were very happy to pass there. Shoving Curse. Frenzied Slice. And that's where one of his Frenzy Auras are coming from. I think he has the Bronze Bond Cuirass too, so that's 2 Frenzy Auras. Everyone's just facing, just turning around to get facing for potential blocks in case someone does attack in. And note that at the corners, we saw like Nimble Strikes from Black Void Death that first round. That's not going to be as effective. Like, no unblockables. No unblockable Nimble Strikes. That's what I wanted to say. See, 1 Nimble Strike now. No parry. Good damage. Ooh, Traveling Curse adds more damage into a block. Uh-oh. Are you just going to turn him around for another big attack? Are you going to hop onto the take the victory square from him? He's just going to disengage. Use the disengage. Hops away. That would be interesting, Math, if you had to use a different character. Rinko choosing to go on the offensive. He is down on life. He can't really just stand there. That doesn't benefit him, especially since Black Void Death has the Nimble Strikes to go in. Ooh, big armor from the grounding plates. Now Rinko takes the victory square. Does not pop the Frenzy Aura, crucially. Black Void Death very content to stay in place and have a big attack. Frenzy Aura does get popped this time, so Rinko can breathe a sigh of relief. Frenzy Aura is a huge problem for his strategy. Like, that would do nothing! And we saw it do absolutely nothing to the Nimble Strike. Now Rinko takes 1 star. Pretty even, but Rinko is down on life. We see a Nimble Strike from Rinko. Looks like those armors have been triggering. Oh, more penetrating. That Mad Centaur Spear But there's that crucial force field that could be really, really annoying for Black Void Death. There is only one card left each, though. Rinko going in pursuit. Does he have a damage? No, he does not. So force field not going to have too much value. No, it's still very, very valuable. We see no attacks from either character. They both had Blind Rage on. More armor from Black Void Death. Goat Boots. Goat Boots. Reaching Swing into the force field. So force field guaranteed to pop Lunging Bite. Untrained Lycanthropy. Interesting! Because the werewolf form does give you some armor. Another Lunging Bite. Use some armor, you could get Sundering Strike. Maybe a fun all-out attack. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, this is a rough spot. Oh, he had the shovel to stay away. Because I was going to say that Rinko, if he was stuck there, Black Void Death has priority, gets Pole Arm Slash. Black Void Death might want to walk up, but he does not want to risk it. Oh, he doesn't want to take Blind Rage damage either. You know, that's fine. He has Nimble Strikes. He probably has another Nimble Strike somewhere. Whoo boy. Man, how cool is that? Thanks to Nimble Strike, the characters have sort of swapped sides from where they started on. Rinko started over here, Black Void Death started over here. But you can fly. Nimble Strike. It gives you wings. Unlike Red Bull. Red Bull probably just gives you heart problems. Nimble Strike, big damage. Oh, another Nimble Strike counter! Into the grounding plates. This is we're getting down to it. 5 HP left. Rinko says GG. It is no blocks. On to round 3. Final match. Oh boy. If you kill the opponents, it's a 1v1, you win. Yeah. Yeah, Elf Wizard might be pretty hard to live. Again, with Telekinesis, they can do good things. They can do a great job of keeping the enemy at bay. So one thing to keep in mind with Black Void Death's shield choice, he has Acrobat's Aegis, which is Traveling Curse, Absorbing Block, Disorienting Block. So we saw all those cards in those last 2 rounds, between those last 2 rounds. And that means if you're playing a warrior against him, it's like, okay, cool, I don't have to worry as much about getting blown out by parry, especially like multiple parries. But I think that's a really smart choice with Black Void Death, because those 2 blocks, Absorbing Block and Disorienting Block, help him tremendously against wizards. Tremendously, right? The Disorienting Block brings him closer. Absorbing Block, he heals 8, which is huge. Especially against a wizard, like that might be all he needs to smack the wizard down. It does make his warrior matchup slightly weaker, but I guess he's been compensating from either trying to overpower with the Frenzy Auras, the Blind Rage, and the Battle Rage. Yeah, interesting, hard to say. Black Void Death says that was his first loss of the whole tournament. That is something. Wow. Wow. Impressive. Interesting. There was like 20-ish? 20-ish? Or so people? Round 3 is here! We can check the thing. There's a bracket. I'll bring up the bracket after this match. This is the final one. Final round. Yeah, it's short matches, fun gameplay. You can take it really casually like me, not put too much thought into a build. You can go pass again. Battle Rage for Black Void Death, great start. Interesting, using the dangerous maneuver, but I guess that makes sense because if BB did go in on Rinko, then if he uses the dangerous maneuver, then it's like, well, it takes free damage. That's no good. Nice thing about Battle Rage, you don't take any damage. You don't have to show any possible attacks you have. Ooh, Lunging Bash. Stay away from me. 2 Frenzy Auras. One of them got broken. Ooh, into a parry this time. Black Void Death might be in trouble. If Rinko made some changes and BVD didn't, he could be in trouble. Another parry. He's loaded up on them this time. Nimble Strikes will be crucial for BVD, but he's already lost 1 Frenzy Aura. That's his second one he has in hand. I think he's gonna lose, and Black Void Death says, well, I've lost. That is gonna, yeah, all the pairs are gonna be very troublesome. Spectre says, isn't blocking mace kind of standard in this? And Rinko Critic says, not if he runs punishing Bolt Dwarf Wizard. And there's, yeah, Rinko changed his characters, loaded up massively on parries, and BVD is so lost. Oh, there goes the Frenzy Aura. Yeah. Rinko's still at full health. Black Void Death just passes. If he gets like a stab, he can poke, but Rinko turns, gets the facing. Okay, we've seen 3-4 parries, I think. So that means his options are limited, and he could have some really clunky draws with like unreliable block and like armor or whatever else. But it's still really bad for Black Void Death. See nothing good, so they just keep passing. And this is good for Rinko. He gets to find his parries. Black Void Death needs to find something good. Here's a Nimble Strike though. Ugh, Blind Rage, annoying. He could not afford to take even more damage. That's not gonna be great either. It might pass. No, he's gonna turn around. That makes sense. They continue to pass. Small bit of recovery from BVD from the hide strips. More passing continues. Oh, and Black Void Death's the traits are now kicking in. Getting rid of the unreliable blocks. He's holding something good if he's switching some of his few attacks. Of course, he might only have 1 blocking mace. He doesn't need necessarily 2. Yeah, it's easy to counter. Black Void Death probably should have changed his characters a little. He did not change a single time, and he was paying the price for it right now. Rinko walks forward. Lunging hacks, fishes out of the disorienting block. Now he could stand, he could turn around and potentially sneak a big hit in. Oh, immovable. And he nimble strikes to safety. Interesting. I think that makes sense. He was in a not good spot. Oh wow, that immovable. Crazy. Where's that from? Go Boots? Go Boots. Loving the Go Boots. Another weak attack. Nimble strike from behind. He needs to avoid the parries, but he's probably gone through some of his attacks. There goes his last, and that's probably Bejeweled Short Sword. Hard to say Vengeance would be good, because it's so hard to move around. Again, every single tile is civil terrain. And I think that is it. Very soon. Black Void Death has valiantly taken 2 victory squares. But there's that parry! Can't hit me. And that is GG. And now we get the fun post-game commentary. Black White Death, he's very tempted to switch to punishing. Rinko guessed he wouldn't. And yeah, like Nimble Strike, great for fighting against telekinesis wizards. But then life gets a little bit harder in the warrior matchup. Black White Death certainly didn't think so all the way till now because he got here no problem apparently. And probably using that exact same character we saw. Like it can because it's 1v1, it can probably feel very rock paper scissors. I just said, yeah, Lucky Dice. Hey, Lucky Dice, welcome. But yeah, you missed the finals. You just finished, and soon after, maybe once they stop discussing, I'm gonna have to go. I guess I can start eating right now, but I need to eat and then I have work soon. And cold rice. Womp womp. And yeah, once we saw the parries, it was all over for Black White Death. He knew it was over. He did his best. He made some good nets. He made some good choices. But card advantage, especially in a 1v1, way too hard to come back from, I think. Yeah, Matt, I basically always save chats. I just do it out of habit. Like, I don't need to open them. I have basically what I need. Not everything from Castle Mitternacht, obviously, but I like having chests. It's good to have. Okay, how do I have 40? That is a very strange number to have, because I don't think I've played in any of these. If I did play in one of these leagues, that must have meant I got 4th somewhere. Because 40 is not divisible by 3. So how did that happen? How did that happen? You see, Math, I understand. No, while I normally understand, I've gotten so used to it that it's just part of the thing. Like, it was weird when I didn't see the got chest thing all over these. It was weird. I mean, if you're newer like Skull Destroyer, I assume you're newer. You don't have as a fully fleshed out collection. It makes sense to open the chest immediately. You could very well get a very nice new item. But I have a lot, so it's more fun this way. It's more fun this way. Where? No, wait, Lucky Dice, what? No, I have to go soon. Unless you're talking to someone else. And it sounds like they're done talking about the tournament, and suddenly there's a fly. How did this fly get in here? Okay, whatever. Well, regardless, Lucky Dice, enjoy your shower. Wherever you are and happen to be. Everyone else, thanks for watching. That was fun even for this, super impromptu thing, but math. Flies run away in fear. For now. He'll probably terrorize me later. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope it was fun, and I will see you guys next time. Whenever that is. When will that be? So I probably would have thought Tuesday, but I have a dentist appointment. Huh. Thursday's Thanksgiving. I can do Thanksgiving, probably. I don't think I'm going anywhere. Maybe Sunday morning? Maybe? Let's say Sunday morning. See what yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Alright. Maybe see you guys then. Take care, everyone. Bye.